Okay, so welcome to Corporate Bhagavad Gita. There are prayers on the screen. Repeat with me. Om Jnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshuranmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayyam Dadati Swapadantikam. Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuktapadagamam Shri Guru Vaishnavamsha Shri Rupam Sagradatam Sahagana Raghunatamvitam Tam Sajivam Sadhvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanandam. Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deen Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namaste Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vishwabhanuste Devi Pranamami Haripriya Vancha Kalpaturu Kripa Sindhu Vaiva Chakritanam Bhyo Vaishnavyo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So welcome again. We completed last week the uh, fourth chapter. So we are studying from Yamunacharya's, Srila Yamunacharya's Gitartha Sangraha. These are his summaries of each chapter of Bhagavad Gita. So he has given some 32 verses. So we are going through the 32 verses and we are going through some purports of Srila Ramanacharya. And we completed the um, fourth chapter. So we'll go to the fifth chapter, but the 3, 4th, 5th, even 6th chapter, they all talk about Karma Yoga. Okay. So in the second chapter, Krishna gives summary of all the yogas. So he talks about Karma Yoga also, and he talks about Jnana Yoga also. So Krishna talks in second chapter both yogas, Karma Yoga also and Jnana Yoga also. So Arjuna at the start of Gita, he didn't want it to fight. So when he hears that Krishna is saying get up and fight, he is not so encouraged. He is not so convinced. But when he hears about Gyan Yoga, Durena, there's a particular verse in second chapter, Durena, keep all the abominable activities away. Then he feels very happy. He says, wow, this is the path I want to go. I can keep all this fighting and killing everything away and I can just become a Gyan Yogi. And then Krishna talks about Sthita Pragya. Sthita Pragya is one where Sthita Pragya is one where one is there are four types we discussed. Um, Vashikari Samya, Ekendra Samyak, Yataikera Samya, Yatamani Samya. There are technical words that Ramanujacharya use. First level is like Prahlad Maharaj. He's not even aware what is happening around him. His complete focus is on the Paramatma. His focus is on his soul, given up all desires except spiritual desires. So what is like Prahlad Maharaj? That is Vashikari Samya. Second is Ekendriya Samya. Mind is under control. So when mind is under control, the sukha and dukkha that are happening around him, he is not affected by it. He is like Lord Shiva. Things around him fight and all that, but he doesn't get carried away. I mean, he doesn't get affected by it. Ekendriya Samya. Yatikarya Samya. Here, one understands sukha and dukkha are coming. And he experiences also. Some sukha he experiences, some dukha also he experiences. But he doesn't get carried away with them. Nandati. He doesn't get carried away with it. Meaning, when there is happiness, he doesn't enjoy it like, unlimitedly. And when there is dukkha, he doesn't go into the extreme of depression. He controls his emotions. He controls that. Some sukha and some dukkha he experiences, but he comes back on the balanced state. And then the fourth is yatamani samyaya. It's like a tortoise. A tortoise pulls all his senses inside when a danger comes. Similarly, when sense objects come, the fourth level personality, he pulls his senses. So you can say control his senses. So that is the fourth and the minimum level, that we should control our senses. Second thing is, we should control our mind in such a way that we don't get carried away. Third one is, we control our mind and senses in such a way that, what to speak of carried away, we don't even get affected by it. And the fourth level is, our mind and senses are such controlled because our focus is on our soul. It's a very high spiritual state, that whatever is happening around us, one is not even aware. What to speak of disturbance, one is not even aware what is happening around us. So Krishna talks about these four levels. Arjuna feels very happy. Wow, I need to do this. So in the third chapter, he asks the question. Uh, he tells Krishna, you're telling me to engage in this ghastly warfare. You're telling me to do karma yoga, while you're telling jnana is better than karma. Huh? Which one should I do? Tell me. Then Krishna talks about karma yoga. He says this is better for you. Why? Because karma yoga has to be done for one who is under the three modes and one who's in the society. Okay? Gyan yoga. What is the first thing of a Gyan yogi? First thing of a Gyan yogi is that he has to take sannyas to even start the process. And that is not recommended to Arjuna. He doesn't. Krishna doesn't say, okay, take sannyas now. Don't worry of these activities and all that. Don't fight and all. Just actually, he says, get up and fight. Right? So basically, karma yoga is recommended to Arjuna. Now, what is this karma yoga? Krishna explains. He says, so this is the third verse, third chapter, summarized in one verse by Srila Yamunacharya. Asaktaya loka rakshaya guneshu aropya kartitvam. सर्वेश्वर व्यानास्य उक्त तृतीये कर्म कार्यता. So what he says is, karma, in karma yoga we have to do our karma. Okay, we have to do our duty, but without attachment, for lokarakshaye, for benefit of all. Modes are acting, you know that you are not the doer, but the modes are making you do this. And then Sarveshwara, offer it to the Sarveshwara. Okay, so here Yagyaharta verse comes, and Prabhupada, Acharyas have said that is for Vishnu. In the later chapter, Krishna says everything has to be offered to me. So I have put it like this: offer everything to Shri Krishna. So this is Karma Yoga, he says. And then in the fourth chapter, okay, Karma Yoga has three things in it: Phala Tyaga, Kartitva Buddhi Tyaga, Mamta Tyaga. Phala Tyaga means whatever fruits that we get from the activity, we use it in the welfare of the people. So, Tyaga of the Phala. Not like we don't accept it, we accept it and we use it in the welfare of the people. Kartitva buddhi hai tyag. Here what happens is, we understand that energies are given to us by which I am doing all these things. So technically I'm not the doer, those energies are the doer. So those energies are what? The three modes. Those energy what? The three modes. So they are the doer. So then we understand, okay, they are the real doer. I am just a part doer. I am not the only doer. So that is called as Kartitva Buddhi Tyaga. And then Mamata Tyaga means we do things for ourselves. Most of the time we do things for ourselves. But when we do it for the benefit, the pleasure of the Supreme, that is Mamata Tyaga. We are doing it for the Supreme. A mother will cook food for the children, even though she may eat it, the same thing. But it is never mamata tyaga. It is always what my children like. So similarly, we do our activity to what Sri Krishna likes. Then we are not attached to the activity or to the fruit, right? So this is how he says this is all part of karma yoga. Then in the fourth chapter, he summarizes, Amunacharya summarizes as prasangat swabhav uktohi karmanah akarmata asya cha bhede jnanasya mahatmyayam chaturtadhyaya uchate. So what happens is, while talking, Krishna starts talking about himself. Swas swabhavukta, the nature of avatar rahasya, he says. I come to this world to establish the dharma. यदा यदा हि धर्मस्य ग्लानिर्भवति भारतः अध and परित्राण साधूनां विनाशाय दुष्कृताम, those verses are there. I then natural question comes that this third chapter Krishna talks about this karma yoga. Arjuna may think that is this karma yoga new thing? So then Krishna in the fourth chapter says, no, it's not new. I gave it to the sun god. He gave it to his son. His son gave it to Manu. Manu gave it to his son Ikshvaku. It is coming from Manu. Then Arjuna asked a very nice question there. You were just born now. How could I be given to the son? So then Krishna says, I can remember all my previous births. Arjuna, you cannot. And similarly, we all cannot. But Krishna can remember. So that is the first indication Krishna is giving how he is different from ourselves. How he is different. He can remember all his births. Okay, so all that avatar rahasya he gives. This avatar rahasya helps in enhancing our bhakti, in encouraging our bhakti. Okay, so that's why the avatar rahasya is very important. Karmana akarmata, meaning the jnana is there in karma. So the akarma meaning here is jnana. So there is some jnana in that karma. How it is, we'll see later. Bheda jnanasya. Bheda means there is vividha karma, different types of karma. So 13 types of karma yoga I explained. And then the glories of this jnana which helps in the karma, helps in the karma yoga, that is glorified in fourth chapter. So now, how to see jnana in karma? So all this example of chess is given. Chess is not just that we are moving the pieces with our physical hand. It is much more than that, right? There is something behind the scene working even harder than the hands and eyes, which is, what is it? What is working in the behind the scene in the game of chess? Can anyone tell?
Brain.
Hmm?
Our brain.
Our brain. So intelligence, right? So in karma yoga, it is not just karma. We are not doing karma for the sake of karma. Okay. There is a behind consciousness behind it. What is the intention behind it? Why I am doing, the purpose, the goal, why I am doing it. Okay. So all that matters in karma yoga. And when we think about all these things, right? When we think about consciousness, intention, purpose, goal, the brain, the intelligence behind it, then that is the knowledge, right? We require knowledge to align our consciousness or to improve our consciousness or to correct our consciousness, right? We require knowledge, right, to correct ourselves, isn't it? If, let's say, when you learn two wheeler, huh? And you were learning, and then you drove it, and there was a signal, traffic signal, and it showed red, and you didn't see it, okay, or you saw it but it didn't mean anything to you, and you just went ahead. Then whoever sitting behind you, teaching you, your father, what he will tell? He'll tell, hey, red signal, you need to stop. So you need, so then you get a knowledge, and then you correct your activity. So knowledge is required, isn't it? So there is knowledge in karma yoga, and that is more important than just doing karma. What is that knowledge? In short words, it is selflessness. Same things that we discussed here. Um, Actually, there are much more details. We so okay. Mm, Sorry, I'm just scrolling very fast. um, okay. Ah, okay. Yeah. This Falatyaga concept is the knowledge, the bodily concept of life. Sankalpa. Okay. While doing karma phala, one has to give up these understanding that one have to give up these, like Falatyaga he has to do. His attachment to the fruit he should give up. So this is the jnana in it. The bodily concept of life, thinking that body and soul is same. To be situated on Atma Sakshatkara. That is the jnana. To develop the right consciousness while doing karma. Then Falatyaga Nitya Tripta. To be satisfied in the position of Atma, Nirashaya. Don't rely on materialistic thing for support. Karmani. With your mind, do the karma. With your mind, you do your karma. Mind is more important in doing the karma. And Nirashir, Falatyaga, again same thing he says, Yata Chittatma, do with your mind or buddhi. Parigraha, Mamata Tyaga, means don't do it for yourself. So all these things, and here also you tolerate the duality, be like a python, be happy with whatever comes, don't get angry. hmm? Because there will be some obstacles. So all this is jnana. So then this jnana, what it will do, it will destroy the darkness within our heart. And this is a very nice verse. Brahmanarpan Brahma Harvir Brahmana Agno Brahmana Hutam Brahmaiva Tena Gantavyam Brahma Karma Samadhinam. Then you, what you're doing, what you are, what you're offering, what the result is, all that is Brahman. Such an understanding will come to you. So that is nothing but Jnana Yoga, right? Jnana Yoga is what? Sarva Khalvidam Idam Brahma. Everything is Brahman. It's a very powerful statement. So in Karma Yoga also we come to the same thing, that when we are detached from the fruits, the three tyagas, okay, then we come to know that this is for Krishna. I also belong to Krishna. Whatever is offering, that is also for Krishna. Just like, in Ganga, what do we offer in Ganga? If we do Ganga Puja, what is offered to Ganga? Ganga water is offered back to Ganga, right? Ganga water is offered back to Ganga. If you have ever done puja of Ganga or any river, the same water is offered back to. So then you understand, okay, whatever I am offering is also Brahman. I'm offering it back to Brahman, and I am also Brahman only. That also I am giving. So this is the knowledge in Karma Yoga. Uh, yeah. So this is the knowledge in Karma Yoga. Now we will move to the fifth chapter. Any question anyone wants to ask at this point? Any question? Anyone? Okay. So this is the verse that Yamunacharya gives to summarize the fifth chapter. Karma yogasya saukaryam shaigram kaschana tadvidaha brahma ajnana prakarah sa pancham adhyaya uchyate. Pancha adhyaya uchyate. In the fifth chapter, Krishna is talking about saukaryam. That a karma yoga is saukaryam, means it is simple. It is shaigram. The result while doing of this karma yoga, the result means the result of the yoga is quick here. Hmm? Then there are few angas of it, that is, there are parts of it that Krishna is going to talk about in karma yoga. Brahma ajnana prakaraha. And here one starts seeing all jivatmas as equal. So samadarshina is a big concept in karma yoga. In jnana yoga also it is there, samadarshina. But this is how the samadarshina, which is there in jnana yoga, also comes here while doing karma yoga. So if we detach from the desire for fruit, we understand the modes are working. We understand I am not the one who's doing it. It's not to be done for me, but for the welfare of the people, for ultimately for the pleasure of the Supreme. So when one does all that, he comes to the understanding that he starts looking at all the jivas as equal. Brahmagnya Prakaratsa. He looks all of them as equal. So all this is spoken in the fifth chapter. Okay. So Karma Yoga is simple. It gives quick fruits of the yoga. There are some parts to it, and ultimately Samadarshina is what you achieve in Karma Yoga. This is what is explained. So few things here. Karma yoga doesn't take us back home, back to Godhead. Okay, it doesn't take us to Vaikuntha. But then what it does, it brings one to Atma Sakshatkar, meaning self realization. I am not the body, but I am the soul. Okay, there is Paramatma and then there is Bhagavan. That will slowly come. And most importantly, it brings us to the platform of Samadarshana. So, this is the particular verse. So, in Samadarshana is explained in Bhagavad Gita through three ways. We have discussed that. It's not here, but yeah, in the second chapter it's there. But Chanakya, the great Brahmana, he also studied Bhagavad Gita. So he made one nice statement. What does Samadarshana means? Matratvat paradarsheshu paradarvayeshu lokastrat atmavasta sarvabhuteshu ya pashyati sa pandita. So he says, who is a pandit? Who is a learned person? Who sees everyone equally? Who sees everyone equally? Who sees things equally? Okay, who sees possessions also equally, like that. So first is treating other people's wives as one's mother. That is a pandit. Second is other person's wealth as dust and pebbles. Why he says we should look it as a dust? Can you tell me dust or pebbles? Why he says? What is the logic behind this analogy? We should look it like a dust and a pebble. Let's say you're walking on the road and there is 500 rupees on the road, and Chanakya is saying, and Krishna is also saying in Bhagavad Gita, you should look it like a dust or a pebble. What will you do to that 500 rupees now? Technically, you won't pick it up, right? Technically, you won't pick it up because it is like dust. You don't pick up dust on the road, isn't it? Now, I'm talking about 500 rupees note, which is very easy to pick up. Let's say if you see somebody's car, it's not your car, so you won't even touch it, isn't it? You're getting the point. You won't even touch it. A 500 rupees note you may probably pick up and try to see who belongs, right? But if it's a car on the road which is not yours, it is someone else's, you will look at it like a dust or a pebble. You are not at all interested in it. Then this one is a pandita. What does a thief look? Thief, when he sees such a car standing on the road, what he sees? He says, let's steal it. Right?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah, he doesn't look it like a dust or a pebble. For him, it looks like gold. Utalo. So that's why a thief is not Pandita. And then there is seeing all living beings as oneself. Sees as oneself. Sees as oneself means what? I see there is Atma within me and there is Atma in all the beings. So that's what it means. There's a Atma everywhere. And when this vision is there, then one is truly wise and learned person. And technically it's called Samadarshana. Okay. So we'll get into the fifth chapter. Any question, any comment? Okay.
Prabhu, actually,
So,
like, so the last point. So when you say like you have to see all the living beings also have Atma, but in our like in our day-to-day life and for our survival, like we are killing, like say for example, like many insects or
yeah, yeah,
germs.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So how to see this, Prabhu? Actually,
Yeah.
like so.
Yeah. In this material world, we are dependent on other beings for our existence.
Yes, Prabhu. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
So,
say for example, like yeah, one thing I understood. Okay, okay, like the food what we eat, uh, when we offer to God, uh, like it reduces the sin,
Mm,
right?
yeah.
So that part is okay, but say for example, like killing the mosquitoes or cockroaches.
Yeah, true. See, one thing is there. Um, if okay, good that you asked. And see, this world is created like we are dependent on other beings for our survival, isn't it?
Yes, bro, yeah.
Yeah. So we can't avoid it. Even a Gyan Yogi has to eat. So the Vedas says that don't do unnecessary killing. If you only focus on living beings, you have to kill and all that. Na? Don't do unnecessary. Unnecessary means where you can use other ways, you try to use. Hmm?
Okay.
And let's say if you have to do cleaning and all that of the kitchen and all that time you have to clean, and definitely some insects will die and all, right? It will happen.
Yes.
Okay. So that time it is necessary. But in the previous times, our lives were very nicely set up, if you go to village, they never developed villages never developed a mass destruction weapon. If you look at closely also, even for mosquitoes and ants and all that, they never developed a mass destructive weapon.
Mm.
What they did, they would bring dried neem leaves and then they would burn it. Is that going to kill the mosquitoes? No. Then what it will do? It will drive that away. So the solutions from our villages were never to do unnecessary killing. Some killing may be required, like if snake comes home and all that, you may have to kill. Scorpion comes home, you may have to kill. Tiger attacks, then you have to kill, isn't it?
Yes, yes, bro.
Yeah, that is there. And so necessary killing is okay, but unnecessary killing we have to avoid. And you specifically told about mosquitoes, so sometimes within home we have to do if we have small children and all that, and mosquitoes, they carry diseases and all, so we have to protect ourselves. So you can either use mosquito nets,
Mm-hmm.
or you can, worst case is you can just kill the mosquitoes within the room. But modern technology is what, kill all mosquitoes.
Yeah.
and
So we
if,
have
if you keep
tools
if
for
you
it.
keep the surroundings clean also, then there won't be any mosquitoes, that is also there.
Mm.
So yeah, eh, I mean modern man is creating weapon. So if you know this all, this products that we get which kill the mosquitoes, right? They
Mm, yes,
basically
bro.
contain a gas which was used in World War II. They produced it so much that after the war they didn't have any idea what to do. So some of it was used for fertilization and all that, to kill and pesticides and all that. So that's how that whole thing came. But if you look at how natural farming was done, it was never to kill so much. It was to drive away. If
Mm.
haldi, sometimes haldi was put, sometimes cow dung. Cow dung was fertilizer. But yeah, but one thing about cow dung is that uh, some these ants and all that, they don't come on the cow dung. That is there. Snakes and all, they don't come on the cow dung. It is antiseptic. Okay, antiseptic is what? It kills the bad bacteria, but it doesn't kill the good bacteria. Whereas modern medicines like antibiotic, they kill both. Good bacteria, bad bacteria. So then the doctor will say, okay, take probiotic. Why? Because the good bacteria in your guts is also cleaned up. So take probiotic, get it back again. So, so yeah, I mean, this what I'm trying to say is modern times are really confusing, you know. So okay, coming back to here is that these were the five yajnas to be done every day. Rishi yajna, Manushya yajna, Deva yajna, Bhuta yajna, Pitra yajna. Because there will be a lot of killings that we may have to do. Some necessary killings may have to do. See, even putting water in an empty vessel kills various small beings in it. But
Microorganisms, yes.
yeah, but then we have to do it. So then how to get rid of those killing? So then these five yajnas were recommended. In that there is bhuta yajna.
Okay.
You give leftover foods, or you give good food. That is also there to other animals and all that. Sometimes, so if
Okay.
we study village life, na, they would keep food outside
Mhm.
somewhere so that the rats would come and have it and not create problems within the house. Got it? Then Manushya
Yes,
Yagya.
Prabhu.
Then seeing all living beings equally and trying to, those who are in need, the have-nots should be helped by the haves. Those who have it, they should give it to the have-nots by charity of various dravya and all that. Then Pitra Yagya. Those who have left us, we can benefit them also by doing Pitra Yagya. Then there is Deva Yagya.
Service manager.
The Devatas, they are they are providing us so much thing, you know, earth, water, fire, air, ether. They are providing irrigation. They are providing, right? Fire element, water element. They are providing. So we have to be grateful to them and perform these five yajnas, chant the mantras and all, offer them all the food grains. This is the process of Deva Yajna. Rishi Munis, they have given us Shastras. We study the Shastras, the Vedas, the Upanishads, the Puranas, the Itihasas. And so like this, you know, these five yajnas previously everyone did. Right now we may do it once in a year or something. But that is fine. We have to start with once in a year and then slowly come to every year, every day. Get it?
Yes, Prabhu. Yeah.
Yeah. So uh, definitely we have to depend on other beings, but uh, these five yajnas help us um, to to not be selfish, but to be giving, like that. Okay. Let's get in the first verse of fifth chapter. You have some time. Arjuna Uvacha. Sanyasam karmanam Krishna punav yogam sa samsashi yashreya etayor ekam tanme bruhi sunishchitam. Oh Krishna, first of all, you asked me to renounce work and then again you recommend work with devotion. Now, will you kindly tell me definitely which of the two is more beneficial? So, this question may sound like the third chapter question also. The first question in the third chapter. It may sound that both are same, but actually they are a little bit slightly different. So Ramanujacharya he explains that in the second chapter Krishna talked both Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga. Arjuna was attracted to Jnana Yoga because then he didn't have to fight. So he said that in an indirect way. I'm more inclined to Jnana Yoga. Why you still tell me to do Karma Yoga? So he had a problem with Karma Yoga. So Krishna in third and fourth chapter explained the details of Karma Yoga, and they said that even Karma Yoga will give self-realization. Now Arjuna is appreciative of Karma Yoga. Okay, he says, okay, fine. Karma Yoga has its importance. Okay, in the society, most of the people have to do it. Now he says, okay, which one you still recommend me, Krishna? Karma or Jnana? Now he has appreciative of Karma Yoga. Previously, he was only appreciative of Jnana Yoga, and he was frustrated with the karma that he had to do, fighting and all that. But now, after giving explanation of karma yoga, he got some faith in it. Faith in sense, let's say he got some understanding of it, and he appreciated it. Okay, okay, karma yoga makes sense. Okay, Krishna, originally you told me about two yoga. Now tell me which is better. So this is what he's asking. Okay, so this is how it's slightly different than the third chapter question. श्री भगवान उवाच संन्यासः कर्मयोगश्च निश्रेयस्य करो उभौ तयोस्तु कर्म संन्यासात् कर्मयोग विशिष्यते. Personality of Godhead said the renunciation of work and work in devotion are both good for liberation. Okay, both are good. Sannyas yoga, Jnana yoga and Karma yoga, both give liberation. Okay, but for you, work in devotion service is better than renunciation of work. Okay, but for you, Karma yoga is better. Why Karma yoga is recommended to most of the people in the world? Because we are under the three modes: Rajogun, Tamogun, Sattvagun. So therefore, we will definitely keep doing some karma. We will be always active because the modes are driving us, right? When we get up in the morning, it is driving us. Okay, take bath, everything, get ready for job. Then passion comes in. We are doing something. Then by the night, tamogun comes, makes us sleep. So it is driving us every day. We are doing the same thing, right? With different details. So for us, if we are doing karma so much, because we are three modes are driving us, then karma yoga is better for us. Okay. And second thing is we are living in the society. We are not going in the forest and living. Why Jnana yoga is not recommended? Because Jnana yoga starts with sannyas. Leave everything, go in the forest. Study Upanishads. Don't be in the society. If you come in the society, you cannot stay for more than 3 days. A sannyasi cannot stay more than 3 days in one place. So that is Jnana yoga process. So Arjuna, you're going to stay. You're not going to run away. Getting? So karma yoga is better for you. And the same applies to all of us also. We are not going to run away. We are going to stay and work only. So better you do in a karma yoga way, not a workaholic way. You're getting? Not by workaholic that we do, karma, work is worship. No. For us, work is worship means we will do it in the proper consciousness. And then it becomes a karma yoga. But if you don't do it in a proper consciousness, then it becomes workaholic. He's just working for salary, for name and fame. But karma yoga, he's working, he's putting effort. But for what? Not for himself, for welfare of all the people, to set a good example and offer it to the supreme. Getting? So that's why karma yoga is recommended to Arjuna and all of us. So karma yogi, what he does, he doesn't renounces the action. He doesn't gives up the action. No, he renounces only the fruit of the action. But he does the action anyway. But what about the Jnana yogi? He renounces action only because he has become sannyasi. So now he doesn't work nothing. Okay, he gives up work only. But karma yogi, he doesn't give up work. He gives up the fruit of the work. Okay. Now, in this verse, Krishna says that whatever you achieve in Jnana yoga, you achieve the same things in karma yoga also. Okay. So therefore, he uses the word sa. Sannyasah karma yogascha. So this word sa is given a very nice explanation by Ramanacharya. He says in Sanskrit, cha means also. Okay. It has three meanings. Anavachya itaratah samuchaya. Anavachya is when like like one goes to Kanchipuram to have darshan of Sri Varadaraj and also did some sari shopping. Which activity is more important among the two?
Worshipping
Definitely
the Lord.
darshan of the Supreme Lord, right?
Yes.
Sari shopping is secondary, but again we will use the word sa for it. That is also. Second is when we use sa when it's like two bulls are pulling a cart, and we'll name the bull. Raja is also pulling. Raja is one name of the bull, and the other name is what? Raja and we need to name a bull and Bhima. Huh. Okay, so there are these two bulls. One is named Raja and one is named Bhima, and they are pulling the cart. Who is pulling more? Actually, both are pulling same effort, right? With the same effort. So here we will say Raja and Bhima, the bull, is also pulling the chart. So we'll use the word also. But there we understand that both are giving equal effort. In the previous one, we understand that the second effort was secondary. But here it is both are equal. Now in the third one, we will say Rama came to wedding and Krishna also came to wedding. There is no dependence on Rama and Krishna. Both have independently come. But here we will also use the word sir. This samuchaya is what the meaning applies to this verse. Samuchaya is the meaning. Meaning, what goal Jnana Yoga can give, same goal Karma Yoga can give. They are not dependent on each other. Okay? So here the word sa means samuchaya. They are not dependent on each other. Hmm? So it's a separate path. They give the same goals. They are not dependent on each other. This is like technical meaning of the words of Sanskrit used. Okay. नेय स नित्य सन्यासी यो न द्वेषि न कांक्षति निर्द्वंदो हि महाबाहु सुखम बंधात प्रमुच्यते. One who neither hates nor desires the fruits of his activity is always renounced. Such a person, free from all duality, easily overcomes material bondage and is completely liberated, O mighty armed Arjuna. Nitya sannyasi. So a karma yogi is like a nitya sannyasi.
Prabhu, sorry to interrupt actually, Prabhu. Like in the previous discussion, actually, Prabhu, like it's the duty of grihastha, right, to help sannyasi.
Yes. Yeah. It's a duty of
Uh,
Grihastha to support the three ashrams: Brahmacharya
Three
ashram,
other
Vanaprastha
yes.
ashram, and Sannyas ashram. Yes. But the other three ashrams should not come and hit them and say you are not supporting us.
No,
Okay.
no, it's voluntary.
It is voluntary, yes. And in sense, the Brahmacharya and the Vanaprastha is kind of more, uh, I would say. Okay, anyway, ask your question. Yeah, ask your question. Hmm.
Uh, and what I'm asking is actually like, so you said like both are independent,
Oh,
but in the
both are independent means the sannyas yoga and karma yoga. Okay,
uh
the paths of Gyan yoga and karma yoga, they are independent. They're two different
okay.
paths. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. So maybe I should specify it here. The Gyan yoga path. Yeah, what I'm talking is about the Gyan yoga path. I mean here what Krishna is talking, and the karma yoga path. See, Krishna used the word sir. Which his meaning? Anavachya, Etarati, Samuchya, which one? So actually it is Samuchya. Rama came to wedding and Krishna also came to wedding. They are not dependent on each other, right? They have independently come. So the Jnana Yoga
Yes.
path and the Karma Yoga path are independent path, and they are not dependent on each other. That's a detail that I'm trying to say.
Okay.
Okay, you got it right.
Yes, yes, bro. Like, but the results is same.
Yeah. The result is same. It's an
Okay.
independent path. Like there are two roads going to Srirangam.
Yeah, yeah.
Now it doesn't mean that you have to take both the roads. No, you take one road
Mm.
and you'll reach.
Okay, okay.
Okay. So, but which one is better? That's the question we will ask, right? Which one is better? There is two roads. One is like it goes through the mountains, and second road is there is a bridge which will shorten the distance by 2 hours. Which one you will take?
The shortest distance.
Yeah. So that's the next question that Arjuna asks.
Okay.
Okay, one of the questions he'll ask. So we'll see. Genyasya nitya sannyasi na dveshti na kamshati nirdvam mahabahu sukham bandhat pramuchate. Okay. One who neither hates nor desires the fruit of his activity is known to be always renounced. Such a person free from all dualities, easily overcome material bondage, and completely liberated. O mighty Arjuna. Um, a karma yogi is nitya sannyasi. Technically, he is not a sannyasi, but because his consciousness has become sannyasi, that he is detached from it, the fruit, therefore he is a sannyasi only. Right? Ultimately, a sannyasi also detached, but a karma yogi achieved that detachment, so he is also nitya sannyasi. Okay, just like when you see your friend's child, you will take care of that child just like that child is your son also. But that doesn't mean you have become his father. No, you have just become like a second father to him. You getting? You may not be the actual father, but you have become like a second father to him. Similarly, the sannyas is not taken by karma yogi, but whatever is the sannyasi doing, the karma yogi is achieving. So he's like a nitya sannyasi. And karma yoga is not affected by duality. Uh, the duality concept, the good, bad, success, failure, cold, heat, cold, the karma yogi tolerates it. So he's not affected by it. He happily does karma yoga. Well, Jnana yoga is not happily done. Okay. Karma yoga is happily done, but Jnana yoga is not happily done. In the 12th chapter, Krishna makes it very clear. Klesho dikatarastesham avyakta sakta chetasam avyakta hi gatir dukkham devadvir agapati. So in the 12th chapter, Krishna tells about that. Here he doesn't say about Jnana yoga. He only says about Karma yoga, saying that it is happily done. Sukham, actually not susukham. He uses the word sukham bandhat pramuchate. Sukham, like there is some happiness, easily done. There is some it's happily done. Okay. And in the 12th chapter he says klesho dikatarastesa avyakta sakta chetana. Avyakta, when we are talking about avyakta, that is Brahman, going after it is a Gyan yogi's purpose. Okay, he goes for this avyakta and Brahman actually. But it is very klesha means it's very difficult. So this is how Krishna says that karma yoga is actually very happily done, don't worry. Gyan yoga is actually klesha. It's difficult there. To the impersonal appreciation is very troublesome. And karma yoga, why it is very happy? Because we are doing it in line with our nature. We have certain psychophysical nature, so we align to it. If we like to study and all that, we can become brahmanas. If we like to administer, we can become politician and fighters and all that, and we can still do karma yoga, isn't it? The same with Vaishya and Shudra. So what we like to do, We can align it to make it karma yoga. So we'll be happy, right? If we are doing something that we like to do, then we are happy. Now that thing we align it to karma yoga, then we are happily doing karma yoga. You're getting? This is what Krishna is trying to explain. That we happily do our karma yoga because we are aligned to our swabhava. Whereas in Jnana Yoga, we may have a certain sabhava, but we have to give that up. We have to take sannyas. And in sannyas, you don't come back to society and start a business. That is not a sannyasi has to do, right? Today we see many sannyasis doing businesses, which is not recommended. Okay, you understand this point? Any question on this? Okay. सांख्य योग पृथक बाला प्रवदन्ति न पंडितः एकम अपि अस्थिति सम्याक उभयोर विन्दते फलम. Only ignorant speak of karma yoga has been different than jnana yoga. Okay, but it is just two paths. So like Krishna is saying, there are two roads to Srirangam. Take the easier road, you will get there, but you don't have to take both the roads. So which road? Arjuna, karma yoga, that is for you. Yat sankhye praptiti sthanam tad yoger api gamyate ekam sankyam sa yogam sa pashyati yah pashyati sa pashyati. Whatever you achieve by analytical study, that is Sankhya Yoga, which is nothing but Jnana Yoga only, another name of Jnana Yoga. You will achieve by Karma Yoga also. You will achieve by Karma Yoga also. So you will achieve both. Sorry, no. You will achieve the same thing by which one does a Jnana Yoga, and in Karma Yoga also achieve the same thing. So don't worry about it. You won't achieve anything different. You will achieve the same Atma Sakshatkar. संन्यासस्तु महाभाव दुःखम आपन अगोयतः अयोगतः योग योग युक्त मुनिर ब्रह्मा न चिरेणादि गच्छति. Merely renouncing all activities yet not engaging in devotional service of the Lord cannot make one happy, but a thoughtful person engaged in devotional service can achieve the supreme without delay. So here he says that karma yoga is actually very easy. It is simple. And second thing is it gets you to Atma Sakshatkar without delay. Na chirena. So there's 2 points that Yamunacharya says come from this verse. Indirectly says Jnana Yoga is difficult. Krishna confirms that in 12.5. Then he says Karma Yoga is Muni. Because he's not playing chess just by moving the pieces. No, he's using his intelligence behind it. Okay. So Karma Yogi is like a Muni. Muni means who thinks whether he's doing right, correctly, how to perfect it. So he's always thinking of thought process. That is nothing but Karma Yoga. Okay, and Karma Yoga is simple and giving in good results. So these 2 points, na chirena, without delay, and here the here the word is happiness is used, dukkham. Sorry, sukham. Distress is used. Dukkham apnat agayotaha. Mahabahu, distress afflicts one without devotion. Okay, so Jnana Yoga gives us some distress. That's what the two words meaning. Okay, but Yoga Yukto, Karma Yoga is not Chirena Adhigachati. It is it gives you the Gachati means the goal without delay. So this is what it means. Sankhya Yoga has some distress in it, Arjuna, but Karma Yoga it is little quicker. So you take that. योग युक्त विशुद्धात्मा विजितात्मा जितेंद्रिय सर्वभूतात्मा भूतात्मा कुर्वण न अपि न लिप्यते. One who works in devotion, who is pure soul, who controls his mind and senses, is dear to everyone. Everyone is dear to him. Although working, such a man is never entangled. So few words Krishna used is Vishuddha Atma, Vijeta Atma, Jitendriya, Sarva Bhuta Bhutatma. So Vishuddha Atma means mind is cleansed of Rajagun and Tamagun, passion and ignorance. So when one becomes comes to Sattva Gun more, then he can handle duality. That is success, failure, hot, cold, insult, honor. He can handle it better. So that person then becomes as Vishuddha Atma. And if he controls the senses, then he becomes Vijetatma. He then is becomes expert in doing karma yoga. Then he's Jitendriya. And then he starts looking everyone equally. That is Sarva Bhutatma Bhutatma. Am I right here? Sarva Bhutatma Bhutatma. Same word is used. Sarva Bhuta Atma Bhuta Atma. So he looks at all living beings equally. Okay. And last word is kurvan apina lipyate. Kurvan apina lipyate means nothing sticks to him. Basically, he doesn't get entangled in all these activities because he has controlled himself, right? So these activities don't entangle him. He actually becomes free even while doing the activities. Like we always discuss the example of a soldier. He may kill many enemies, but when he comes back, he is not put into jail because you killed so many people, right? He's not put into jail. He's actually given a Paramveer Chakra award. Why he did? Because he did it on behalf of the king, on behalf of the government. Okay, that is higher authority. Now, if he goes home and he fights with his neighbor and kills his neighbor, the same government who gave him Paramveer Chakra will put him into jail and tell him that that killing was not authorized by us. It was your own selfish thing. So a karma yogi is not entangled, but when someone does it for himself, mamata, it is for me, then he becomes entangled. Okay, coming back to these three tyagas, phala tyaga, kartritva buddhi tyaga, mamata tyaga. If any one of the thing is there, then that is not karma yoga. That is still entangled only. But all these three are there, then one becomes unentangled, you can say. Okay, so we'll stop here. Any question, any comment anyone has? Okay, any comment? Okay, okay. So